Welcome to today's lecture on Z transform. In continuation to the previous lecture, we were discussing about the inverse Z transform and the second method, that is partial fraction expansion method. So we came to know about the three variants of the problems that could appear in the examination, and along with that I told you about what are the process of finding the representing the x of z in the form of partial fraction and solving for the coefficients. Okay, so before getting into the problem, we will see some standard notation exist in partial fraction method, wherein by looking at the x of z term we can represent the x of n. Okay, so our discussion will start from that slide, and then I will take some examples relative to the all the three variants of the problems that you could get in this method. Okay, as I said, these some inverse z transform used in the partial fraction method. Okay, so some standard notations: if x of z at the end you come up with this, then if you know the ROC for relatively, then you can directly represent the x of n form by looking at the x of z. Okay, so while solving you will clarify it more easily now. Okay, we will solve one problem. So I will go by case, one by one. Okay, we'll see it. Look at the question. We need to find the inverse z transform of the given x of z. The x of z is equal to z square upon 1 minus az into z minus a, and whatever the ROC it is given, a z is greater than a and it is less than 1 by a. Okay, so this type of ROC we will get when it will be like two circles in the two rings or circles in the z plane, wherein the whatever the mod z will be there, that will be the intersection of these two regions. Partial fraction method में क्या करना है? पहले whatever the x of z is been given, first you need to bring it to x of z by z form, which is equal to in the form of some poles and the things on the downside. Okay, like here it will be so I can directly write, because there is a z square here, so just divide it, x of z upon z, which is equal to, I will have one z here upon, okay, so this will be 1 minus az into z minus a. Okay, so here I have this z term here. Okay, 1 minus az, मुझे कैसे चाहिए? z minus of something, because I have to find the roots of this, the poles, मुझे इसमें poles निकालना है. Okay, तो इसमें pole निकालना है, तो I will take that a outside. Okay, so that would be minus z a, that will be z minus 1 by a, okay, into z minus a. So what I have done in this thing, I have taken pehle minus outside, so that the z term will get positive, and whatever this constant term is there, that will be negative, and along with that there is az here, so I have divided a. Okay, I have taken a common, so that's why it is z minus 1 by a. Okay, now I will take this a on the top side, and I will have the proper x of z by z representation, that is x of z by z here will be minus z by a, okay, upon z minus 1 by a is the one pole and z minus a is the other pole. Now we have this form of x of z by z in the proper rational function. So I could see there are two poles here. Okay, so this is the case 1 type of question, wherein I can represent this x of z by z in the constant quotient form. Okay, तो उसको कैसे कर सकते हैं हम? दिस x of z can be represented as c1 upon z minus 1 by a, right, plus c2 upon z minus a. This is the partial fraction representation of the x of z by z. Okay, partial fraction. I hope I am making it clear to you now. Okay, now how to solve this one? This is the simplest method here. Two independent poles are there. There is no dependency, or there is no squares, and there is no conjugate here. So simple way of solving this one will be 1 by 1 constant. Like if the formula that we have is let me show it once again so that it will be clear to you. Okay, so that would be ck is the kth constant. like यहाँ पे c1 and c2 ही है हमारा जो अभी एग्जांपल ले रहे हैं. तो ck इक्वल टू z minus pk, that is particular pole of that, into x of z by z at z equal to that pole only. Okay, so if suppose in that equation if I substitute k is equal to 1, that will be c1 equal to z minus p1, because k value is 1, z minus p1. Okay, I'm just putting these things in the formula form. Okay, x of z upon z at z is equal to p1. Okay, what is p1? The pole 1. Pole 1 is 1 by a and pole 2 is a. Okay, substitute these values here. So c1 equal to z minus 1 by a into x of z by z. X of z by z is this term. Okay, x of z by z is this term. Don't substitute this value. like जो x of z by z मैंने हमने ये लिया है ना, this is also x of z by z. ये आप substitute नहीं करने का, because we have calculated that, we have simplified it in the proper rational function. So we need to solve this one. We need to have this x of z z only. Okay, so that will be minus z upon a divided by z minus 1 by a into z minus a, and this I have to calculate at z equal to p1, that is 1 by a. Sorry. Okay, right. So here z minus 1 by a is there, and here in the denominator also we have z minus 1 by a. So both of them that can cancel. Okay, so what I will be leave with, and we can substitute that z is equal to 1 by a. Okay, so relatively what I will have, if I substitute here, so minus z is 1 by a and already it is 1 by a here, so that will be minus 1 by a square. Okay, upon z minus a. Z is 1 by a. If I substitute, that will be 1 by a minus a. Okay, so that will be like if you do this calculation, that will be 1 minus 1 by a square upon 1 minus a square by a, and what I will have here, that will be minus 1 by a into 1 minus a square. Okay, because this 1a and this square term will get cancelled, so only this minus 1 by a comes and 1 minus a square. Okay, so this is my c1, this is c1. Okay, relatively we need to calculate for the c2 also. Okay, now c2 is the second coefficient, c2, and again I need to have that, like z minus p2 into x of z upon z at z equal to p2. Now the pole 2 is z minus a, right? Sorry, a. That will be z minus a into x of z by z is minus z by a upon z minus 1 by a into z minus a at z equal to a. Okay, so these two terms will get cancelled now, and substitute z equal to a in this. That will be minus 1 upon a minus 1 by a, right? So that will be, if you take that a or upper side, that will become a upon 1 minus a square. So this is my C2. Okay, now I have calculated my both the coefficients like C1 and C2. Okay, I have to substitute them back in the x of z by z form. Okay, so whatever the x of z by z is there in the coefficient form, that we have represented, C1 upon z minus a plus C2 upon z minus a is there. तो उसको यहाँ पे C1 and C2 substitute करेंगे. Okay, so that will become x of z by z equal to minus 1 by a into 1 minus a square into 1 by z minus 1 by a, okay, plus a upon 1 minus a square into 1 by z minus a, right? And we have this z term in the downside. This we can take it on the this on the right hand side. Okay, x of z, because we need x of z at the end, and usko hame what do you say, x of n nikalna hai. Okay, so this z will be taken this side. Okay, so that will be x of z equal to, this constant term will be kept like that only, minus 1 upon a into 1 minus a square. This z will be taken this side, that will become z upon z minus 1 by a. Okay, so I will highlight this one, plus, because there is a plus sign, this z will be multiplied on the both of this part, so here it will be again a upon 1 minus a square. Okay, and z, it will, if it is taken this side, that will become z upon z minus a. Okay, now we have the x of z, simplified x of z, and by looking at this x of z, now I can represent this in the x of n form. Okay, now recall that अभी जो हमने कुछ standard notation लिया था here. Okay, if x of z come out as z by z minus a, then if ROC is greater than a, उसका x of n will be what? A power n un, right? Now come here. Okay, what is the ROC for the given x of z? This ROC is said that it is here you can see the question. Okay, the ROC given as z is greater than a, but it is less than 1 by a, right? So relatively one term, that is z by z minus a, can be represented in the form of a power n u of n, because the a term is greater than, z is greater than a, so it is causal part for this. And here in the equation question it is said that mod z is less than 1 by a, so correspondingly you can say this is non-causal for this part. Okay, so remember that. So correspondingly what I can write here, z by z minus a के बदले यहाँ पे क्या है, same a only, z by z minus a can be represented as in this form only, and a is here, z is greater than a for this. Okay, so I can write this as it is a of n u of n. But what about this second part? This is also in the form of z by z minus a only, that a is nothing but here 1 by a, but here it is non-causal. So correspondingly what I have to write? I have to write this one, minus b power n u of minus n minus 1. Okay, so you have to remember these terms, whatever it is there in this particular slide. You have to remember them, then only you can directly represent the x of n out of it. Okay, so that will be so as I will write here so that it will be there for you. Okay, the ROC is a greater than mod z less than 1 by a. Okay, so we can have, therefore x of n will be a by 1 minus a square. This I am writing it first. Okay, z by z minus a can be directly represented as a power n u of n. Okay, I am writing x of n for the given x of z. Okay, माइनस है यहाँ पे, so I will write that minus here. Then so that will be 1 upon a into 1 minus a square. This is the constant term. z by z minus 1 by a है, तो इसका x of n will be minus b power n है, तो b is nothing but here 1 by a only, b power n u of minus n minus 1. So here also minus, here also minus, this term will also get plus here. So a upon 1 minus a square a power n u of n plus 1 by a into 1 minus a square 1 by a power n u of minus n minus 1. Okay, so this is the x of n for the given x of z using partial fraction method. Okay, see, whatever the problem that I solved, it took around half an hour. Okay, but I don't know I should quote this one or not, but you people are may not be having the descriptive type of examination, so this will be an little advantageous for you. Otherwise all these methods will take too much time for you to understand and then practice many problems. Okay, तो ये सब आपको करने का रहता तो बहुत प्रॉब्लमेटिक होता, मतलब you have to be very careful in understanding these things. Now there could be a possibility that you will have the MCQ type questions, then there is no worry for you to look for the solution like this. Okay, but the major thing that I am highlighting again and again, like even if I give the x of z, I can write this question, right? So I will give the x of z here in this form, and I will give the ROC like this, and I may ask you to identify what will be the given x of n for the given x of z. Okay, so I can generate one MCQ here, बराबर है. Okay, so in that sense you will get a question. So you may not be asked to derive and solve complete problem. Only thing, I will directly give this one and I will ask you to calculate x of n out of it. Okay, so that could be a possibility. So all these things are I am highlighting so that you have to pay attention in that regard. Okay, so that is the first type of problem that you could see. Okay, the second case is about the square in the poles. Okay, square in the poles. तो उसका related एक example लेता हूँ. So x of z, whatever it is given. So problem 2, you need to find inverse z transform for the given x of z. The x of z is z into z minus 1 upon z plus 2 whole cube into z plus 1. Okay, sorry, now is it visible to you? So look into the given x of z, and ROC is ROC for the given expression is, let me see that, is mod z is greater than 2. Okay, So by the given x of z, you identify here what is that it is been given. Okay, so here whatever the you can see here, like whatever the zeros are there and poles are there, that is been given in the standard form only already. Okay, and the ROC is given as mod z is greater than 2. Okay, mod greater than 2. So it is greater than 2 means it is the causal sequence. Whatever the x of n that I am going to get after performing the inverse z transform on the given x of z, it is causal. Okay, so causal के लिए directly we have those representation we can write. Okay, so that is our initial understanding. Okay, now what is the first method? What is the first step to solve this one in the partial fraction method? I need to get the x of z by z, right? So I have already z here. See, in the question, if there is no z term exist on the numerator here, like यहाँ पे सिर्फ 1 रहेगा, consider. So 1 by z plus 2 cube into z plus 1 रहेगा. So you have to bring something so that you will have some x of z by z term, x of z by z term here. Okay, so in that sense you need to understand here. So I will put this x of z upon z, which is equal to z minus 1, because that z term is came downside here, and here I will have z plus 2 cube. Okay, z plus 1. Now this is the second case wherein you could see here the poles, whatever it is been represented, they are having a multiples. Okay, तो उसका representation हमें कैसे दिया था? I told you like how to get the partial fraction for this. Okay, so this is the case now, x of z by z. Okay, here is the case, x of z by z equal to 1 upon z minus p1 plus z minus p2 square था, तो उसका ऐसा x of z by z representation के लिए partial fraction can be written as like this, x of z by z c1 upon z minus p1 plus c2 upon z minus p2 plus c3 upon z minus p2 square. Now it is cube here. Okay, cube रहेगा तो उसके हिसाब से आपको 4 terms आएंगे. Okay, remember in that sense you will get 4 terms. So that will be, okay, so that will be I will write from here like x of z upon z, 4 terms are there, so I will write like c1 upon z plus 2, this is the first term, so it is cube, right? I will get 3 terms here related to this thing only. Okay, c2 upon z plus 2 whole square plus c3 upon z plus 2 whole cube. This is about the first pole, and then one more pole is there, c4 upon z plus 1. Understood how to represent the partial so like partial fraction, like coefficient representation of the given x of z by z. Okay, so here also we can generate a MCQ. है कि नहीं? I will give you this x of z and I will ask you to represent this in the partial fraction method. That could be a problem for you. Okay, so I'm telling you why I am highlighting these MCQ type of questions, because you people will feel like at the end like ऐसा problems कहाँ आएंगे MCQ में. That is the first like thought for you. So I will tell you these questions, this type of questions can be generated from the given problem. Okay, and the second thing you will ask like whether the problems will be there in the MCQ examination or not. तो आपको बता देता हूँ ऐसा ही आपको क्वेश्चंस मैं एग्जामिनेशन में देने वाला हूँ. ओके, सो इन दैट सेंस यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग्स. ओके, दैट्स इट. नेक्स्ट, सो इफ दिस इज बीन रिप्रेजेंटेड, हाउ टू सॉल्व फॉर दैट. ओके, तो उसका सॉल्यूशन हमें दिया है मैंने, राइट. सो हाउ टू गेट दिस c1 c2 c3. we need to find the first derivative, second derivative depends on the multiples of the pole. Okay, like यहाँ पे जो मैंने डिराइव कर रहा था पहले जो हाईलाइट किया था उसमें क्या था, z माइनस पी टू स्क्वायर ही था, तो उसके वजह से हमें एक ही डिराइवेशन लेने वाले हैं, राइट। तो अगर वन टाइम इफ आई डिराइव दिस वन के डिफरेंशिएट करूँगा, that time I will get only one pole. Okay, so that's why it is acceptable. Now it is cube here, I will go for second derivative, like दो बार उसको डिफरेंशिएट करना पड़ेगा, डी स्क्वायर बाय डी जेड स्क्वायर ऐसा करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so we will solve it. Okay, so in that sense you can identify here. Okay, so C1, I will start with C1. The C1 term you can see it is z plus 2 only, that is the z plus 2 cube term है. z plus 2 और यहाँ पे 3 है, तो कितनी बार डिफरेंशिएट करना पड़ेगा आपको, 2 बार इसको डिफरेंशिएट करना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई दैट विल बी 1/2 फैक्टोरियल, ओके, इंटू डी स्क्वायर अपॉन डी जेड स्क्वायर, ओके, ऑफ एक्स ऑफ जेड बाई जेड है, आप चेक करो यहाँ पे. ओके, डी बाई डी जेड ऑफ जेड माइनस पी टू स्क्वायर इंटू एक्स ऑफ जेड अपॉन जेड है. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, जेड माइनस जेड प्लस 2 होल क्यूब इंटू एक्स ऑफ जेड बाई जेड है, that x of z by z is this one only, so z minus 1 upon z plus 2 whole cube into z plus 1 at z equal to, what is that, z equal to p1, whatever the p1 is there, like यहाँ पे उसके term minus 2 है, so that will be minus 2. Okay, so understand this one. Once again I am telling you, the first coefficient C1 is written as C1 upon z plus 2 because this is the z plus 2 cube. Okay, उसका partial fraction ऐसे ही represent करना पड़ेगा आपको. If it is 4, one more coefficient will come. If it is 5, one more coefficient will come. तो उसके उतना डेरिवेशन करना पड़ेगा, 2 बार इसको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे. लाइक आपको पता है, लाइक डी का डिफरेंशिएशन कांस्टेंट होता है, डी स्क्वायर का डी आता है, डी क्यूब का डी स्क्वायर आता है, ऐसा. ओके, सो यू हैव टू डिफरेंशिएट बाय 2 टाइम्स. ओके, सो 1/2 फैक्टोरियल इंटू डी स्क्वायर अपॉन डी जेड स्क्वायर ऑफ z minus whatever the p term is there, that is z plus 2 cube into x of z by z at z is equal to particular pole, that pole is minus 2 here. Okay, so these two terms will get cancelled here. Okay, then we have to differentiate this one, 2 बार उसको differentiate करना पड़ेगा हमें. Okay, so that will be 1/2 into, तो इसको 2 बार डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे, दैट विल गेट एस -4 अपॉन z plus 1 cube. Okay, still we have not put the value as z equal to -2 here, so if you substitute z equal to -2, we will get as here I will write as C1 equal to 2. Okay, so simple है ये जो डेरिवेशन है, डेरिवेशन ऑफ z रहेगा, लाइक इट इज z minus 1 अपॉन z plus 1. एक बार डेरिवेशन में क्या आता है, दिस इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ u अपॉन v, राइट. तो उसके हिसाब से इसको 2 बार डिफरेंशिएट करो, यू विल गेट दिस वन. ओके, सो डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन, आई होप यू रिमेंबर दैम. ओके, that is C1, and similarly we will see for C2. C2 is the square term here, right, it is C2 upon z plus 2 square, so we have to differentiate this term by 1. Okay, so that will be 1/1 factorial, okay, into d by dz of, okay, z plus 2 whole cube into x of z by z, that is z plus 2 cube z plus 1, and now again this z will be minus 2 only. Okay, now you will get 1 by 1 factorial is 1 here, and if you differentiate this term, okay, one time, that will be 2 by z plus 1 square. Okay, so here this has to be z equal to minus 2. So it is one more way also you can identify. This is the second differentiation of z minus 1 upon z plus 1. This is the first derivation of z minus 1 upon z plus 1. तो इसको एक बार डिफरेंशिएट किया तो ये आता है, फिर से इसको एक और बार डिफरेंशिएट किया तो ये आता है. Okay, in that sense you need to understand this one. Okay, so this, if you substitute z equal to minus 2 here, you will get C2 as 2 only. Okay, so I will mark them so that it will be helpful. Okay, next we will solve for C3 and C4 in the same manner. Okay, C3, now we don't have to perform any differentiation, that C3 is the constant term only, directly that pole is there with us, and here in the C4 also we don't have to do any differentiation or anything, so directly now it will become like a first case only, whatever we have done earlier. Okay, so that will be z plus 2 whole cube z minus 1 upon z plus 2 whole cube into z plus 1 at z equal to minus 2. So this will be, these two terms get cancelled. If you substitute minus 2 here, that will get us 3, C3 equal to 3, and similarly C4, that will be z plus 1 into z minus 1 upon z plus 2 whole cube into z plus 1 at z equal to minus 1. Okay, so if you substitute this, these two get cancelled, minus 1 if you substitute, that will get us C4 as minus 2. So now I have all the coefficients. Okay, I have all the coefficients, C1, C2, C1, C2, C3, C4. We need to substitute them in this equation. Okay, so that will be x of z upon z, which is equal to C1 is 2, so 2 upon z plus 2 plus C2 is also 2, so it will become 2 upon z plus 2 square, and C3 is plus 3, so it will be 3 upon z plus 2 whole cube, and C4 is minus 2, that's why it is minus 2 upon z plus 1. Okay, now we have simplified it, we got this z will be taken this side, so this will become x of z equal to 2z upon z plus 2 plus 2z upon z plus 2 whole square plus 3z upon z plus 2 whole cube minus 2z upon z plus 1. Okay, now we have this term. Okay, now x of z is there in this form. Now look into the ROC given. ROC given as mod z is greater than 2. It means it lies on the whatever the x of n that I will get is the causal sequence. Okay, so उसके हिसाब से मेरा representation क्या होगा? You have to look into the table now. Okay, so whatever the table that I have shown you, one sec, I will get it so that it will help you. So we need to have this table content so that I can directly write the representation here. Okay, so the first term is 2 is the constant term that will be taken outside. Z by Z plus 2 hai, so here I will have this Z by Z minus A term is there. Okay, so A will be minus 2 here, that's the thing. Okay, instead of this minus A, I can say minus 2. So according to this, the first term x of z will be 2 into A is minus 2 here. Okay, so minus 2 upon n u of n plus second term is z upon z plus 2 whole square है. So we have this one z by z minus a square, उसका क्या आएगा n into a power n minus 1 u of n. Okay, so that's why I'm telling these notations are very important. Okay, तो उसके हिसाब से ये क्या आएगा 2 into minus 2 power n minus 1, सॉरी n आना चाहिए यहाँ पे 2n into minus 2 power n minus 1 u of n. Is that clear? This is the way representation z by z minus a square के लिए n into a power n minus 1 u of n लिखना है, हम वैसे ही लिखा है यहाँ पे. Okay, then it is the third term 3z upon z plus 2 क्यूब है, तो z by z minus a क्यूब है, तो उसके लिए क्या रहेगा n into n minus 1 a power n minus 2 u of n divided by 2 factorial. Okay, so we will write the same thing here 3 into, this is not 2 to the power of n, don't make the mistake here, this is, I will write this n here. Okay, this n is here, so 3 into n into n minus 1 into a power n minus 2, a is minus 2, minus 2 upon, let me write it on the downside. Okay, plus 3 into n into n minus 1 into minus 2 power n minus 2 u of n upon 2 factorial है, that is divided by 2 आएगा. Okay, so otherwise you can put that 2 factorial only, it doesn't matter. Okay, plus last term, sorry it is minus here, last term is 2 upon z by z plus a है 1 है. Okay, so for this you can say that will be simply 2 into minus 1 upon n u of n. Okay, so this is the x of n, not x of z, this is x of n. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so again I'm highlighting, if you look into the solving of these problems, they are very lengthy, very time consuming, and lot of concept you have to remember. Okay, but otherwise if that concept is clear to you, it doesn't bother. I will not, I'm telling now only, I cannot ask this type of questions simply, I will just ask the MCQ, उसके हिसाब से आपको ये जनरेट करना है. If I give this one, you have to, you could able to write the MCQ out of it. Okay, so I will stop here. In the next lecture I will take one more example of that conjugate, and that will wrap the method of partial fraction. Okay, so उसके बाद हम next method पे जाएंगे, that is convolution and residue method. So other two methods are there, if I cover that, that will complete the unit. Okay, so anything else that you want to ask in this regard, let me know. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So don't get any wrong impressions that you will get only the theory behind the things, or the kind of questions will be in that manner only, जो इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल है सीधा आपको ऐसा ही मिलेगा. डोंट थिंक इन दैट मैनर, you will get all these type of MCQ in the examination. Okay, So that's why I'm highlighting, I'm creating that vibe around you, so that you will be there with this. Okay, so take that Ramesh Babu book if you have, go through each and every concept in that and understand where the MCQ can be generated. So I told you, wherever there is a possibility of the MCQ, I have highlighted it, and in that regard you need to learn. Okay, probably I'm not sure, like by the end of this semester there could be a regular examination for you. I'm not sure about this, but if there is an MCQ, तो ये आप ऐसे हिसाब से थोड़ा प्रिपेयर करके रखो. Okay, so that's it from my end today. Is there any questions or any queries? Let me know. Nothing? So shall we wrap today? Okay then. So mark your attendance and you can leave.